Hey guys, this is Vess and welcome back to another Joy again. Woo woo. So it's been a long time that I did this and I decided to pick the oldest picture. I wouldn't even call it the oldest, but one of the oldest pictures in my freaking folder. So what I have here is Fuji back in 1999. I don't know how old. I think I was 8 years old at the time. Drawing like this. It's a little bit deformed. Her eyes didn't even have eyelashes like that. She looked like a Sailor Moon messed up character. Her boobs was all out of the shapes. It was crazy. So I decided to make this one because I was like, this is one of the ones that I kind of really wanted to, you know, have my 1-2 punch in it. And I was like, I can do this over. Now, when I did this, I was like, okay, I can do this. I know body, I know anatomy, I know this, I know that, I can do this. Tell me why this was like the hardest one to line. And the simple fact was, I was confused about her body, like below. I was like, I'm not too sure how her body is supposed to be. So, you know, things got a little bit, you know, I had to double down on those and try to figure out, you know, what I'm doing. So that was something that had to be done in this, and you're gonna see me go back to the same thing because I just couldn't figure it out, and I was just like not giving up. So that was the cool part about this. Yeah, so did that. I had a lot of fun, and I've noticed that I've been getting a lot better with hands. I'm not too sure where me and my hand, like my brain and my hand clicked, but I've been getting a lot better with hands. I've been getting a lot better with feet. I've been getting a lot better, and I think it's because I've been drawing daily. So guys, do not underestimate the power of drawing daily, because you would definitely get that extra oomph to learn how to draw these type of things. I even do sketches daily, like my Patreons, they are taking a look at my sketches that I do when I'm bored and I just want to learn anatomy and I just want to keep my character looking the same. So they've been enjoying that. And yeah guys, if you want to help support me and support everything that I do, go to my Patreon. I have a $1 tier, a $5 tier, and a $10 tier. I give out goodies and stuff, so definitely take a look at that and see if you want to do it or not. You know, I'm not forcing anybody, I'm just saying it's there. It helps me, I know that for sure. So yeah, had a little bit of trouble on her legs. I don't know why, but that's what I had trouble with. And you know, I had to figure out her positioning, where her butt will be and all that. You can see it right now. I'm just struggling. The struggle is real. So I did all that, and I just, you know, figured everything out entirely, and it was a great experience. You know, even the coloring and trying to get things looking wet and stuff was a great experience. Now, off this topic, I just got a call for some random number that tried to scam me from the IRS. Oh my God. I almost literally tried to... I was talking to them and something just wasn't clicking, and something in my gut was like, look up this number. So I looked up the number and it said fraud. So I was asking them questions. They didn't want to let me answer any. They were just being violent. It was like, oh, we're going to call the cops on you. We have a warrant for your arrest and all this stuff. And I'm like, are you serious? So I was like, okay, let's say I want to pay it. And they was like, okay, we're going to transfer you to somebody. Do you have the $7,000 or something like that? And I was like, yeah, I have it. So I was just, you know, I was basically telling them that I have it or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I have it. What now? So they try to, they say, oh, they're going to go ahead and, you know, transfer me over to another person. Tell me why this person did not know my name or my address or anything, because I gave my name and my address. That's the only thing I gave. Thank God. But I only gave my name and my address, and I didn't really spell out my name too much. And then he was like, oh, can I get your name and your address? And I was like, you're supposed to know that. And he was like, well, ma'am, this is you needing to verify. I was like, no, you need to verify yourself. And then he got really violent. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to call my it's called Revenue Department. And that's for my state. Like anything with taxes, they handle that type of stuff. So I went ahead and I told them that I was going to contact them. And they was like, well, if you're going to go ahead and do that, then you could go ahead and, wait for the cops because they're gonna be coming. I was like, okay, and I'll make sure that I'll let them know about you. So they hung up on me. I didn't hung up on them. They hung up on me. Funny story. And I was sitting here shocked. Like, are you serious? These people are really like coming at me this far. Like, you gotta be out of your mind to be even trying to come at me like that. So that was a very eventful day. Like, today's very eventful. And I'm like, you gotta watch out, guys. Please do me a favor. Everybody who has phone calls and IRS calls you and they need your information, even if they call you, that's all types of wrong. So please do not pick up to those numbers and hang up immediately. Do not give them no information because they will scam you out of money. They'll take your social security. They'll use it. They'll put you in a deep hole that you don't need to be into. So please be aware of these scammers. I also learned that their phone number will look like an IRS number, like Washington, D.C. type phone numbers. So please be sure that if you see anything like that and they say, you know, they try to demand anything, do not pick up. And if they give you a message saying, oh, we're going to call the cops and this is fraud and stuff like that, do not pick up. Go to your IRS revenue section and report it, because that's what I did, and that's the way you need to do it so that you don't get scammed out of your money. So yes, guys, please keep that in mind. Back to the commissions. Went ahead and I started drawing Fuji. I've been getting really good with Fuji. Like, I don't know, she's been keeping consistency. Like, her consistency is so great that I'm enjoying it. And I guess it's because I'm practicing and practicing. So yeah, did that. I stuck with the colors of the original picture. The only thing that got changed was her skin color, and the reason why for that is because when I initially started redesigning everybody, Fuji was supposed to be me. That's why I drew Fuji a lot, because she's my persona basically. So I was like, if Justin said if she's my persona, then she should have some qualities in me. And what I did was I made her a Hispanic color skin, and I gave her a very voluptuous body. Like, her body, she's thicker. She's very thick. Like, she's the thickest character, and a lot of people say that she is a thick character compared to the ones that you see on a normal basis, like Kagome and stuff like that. They're more skinny and slender. Fuji is not. Fuji is not of that category. So, you know, I had to alter her body. And yes, I was listening to music, so let me skip over that. You know, I gotta listen to my Miku and all that. So yeah, went back to my art. I had a little gap because I was working at the same time. I was doing 50 million things at once. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, where I was at, Fuji, yeah, she got changed. She's thicker, she's different. So I had to make her different from the original drawing that I drew back in 1999. I was 8 years old at the time, guys. So you gotta imagine all those years, like all those years underneath my belt, how heavy it is. So, you know, that's why I keep getting better and better. And digital is making it a lot. It's like taking it to the peak of where I want it, which is anime looking, that is, you know, resembling anime-ish. So that's what I have it at. And I am enjoying my art style. I'm enjoying just the way I'm drawing now is nothing that I ever believed I can draw as, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So guys, do not underestimate how many years you put into your work, because the more years, the more practice, you get faster, you get better. And I just recommend it 100%. You know, I will never tell somebody not to practice, and I will never say that your stuff is bad, because honestly speaking, my stuff is bad. Look at how old the picture I had. I'm thinking about doing some more of these because you guys seem to like it a lot, and I've been getting a lot of views of these, so I'm definitely going to be doing some more. Now, with this picture, I knew that she's supposed to be wet and stuff shows through, but Vess is not that type of person. Like, I cannot do extra lewd. Like, I can't do it to the point where she's showing too much because I just don't feel comfortable with it. I'm not a lewdy person. So, like, don't get me wrong. I do say some things that is like for real Vess, but when it comes down to my characters, I don't like to show too much, like, of the essentials that women and men have. So I decided to give her more of a shine in the areas that would be showing. So I gave her a lot more light, a lot more sunlight and stuff, so that it can cover the lady bits. And that's what I went with, and that's how I was gonna go, because honestly speaking, I'm just not that, I can't do it. I just can't. So I did add some droplets to her because I wanted to give that like wet water a feature. So that's what I went with. And I just played around with the water and what it's supposed to be like, and just, you know, how to run down her legs and stuff, just to give it some more emphasis, because water is wet and it goes all over the place, especially if you're using the hose and stuff like that and you're having it close by to you. And you know, I did use the same background that I have, like the same background that you see in the old picture. I did it for the new picture, and I just used my style that I use now, you know, like using the better style, but just keeping everything consistent and the same. The only thing different I will say is the placement of everything, because it's just, it wasn't correct and it wasn't false. Like, I just didn't understand my brain back then, and I guess it's because I was young and I really knew too much of it. But yeah, it was just like the way I drew it. It was just, you get that angles, but you don't get that angles. Like, it's just, like, what? What are you doing? You know, baby Fuji? I don't know. Baby Vess. They used to call me Fuji back then, so that's why I said Fuji. Funny how Fuji's name is Fuji, right? So yeah, I had fun with it. That's what is about these. That's why I love them a lot, because I have a lot of fun. I added some more, like, I added a further depth to it because my other picture didn't have it, so I decided to do it here. I did copy over a tree, and that's because it was just a tree, and I was like, I was working so hard on Fuji herself that I was like, no, I'm not doing all that. So yeah, this is where the light comes in, and I'm like, you know, adding emphasis on wood, making it look like wood, and adding light, because honestly speaking, I wanted to be able to cover the places that need to be covered so that they're not showing too much and, you know, becoming, you know, too lewd, because we can't have that. What I also did was I added her skin color underneath her clothing, and I just, you know, multiplied it so that I can look wet and look like, you know, her skin color and stuff like that, so she's like more shiny and stuff like that. I also try to give some nitty-gritty wetness to the wood on the floor. So after all that, this is how it looks. I think it came out beautiful. This is going to be another print, I will say, for my collection. And, you know, the posters and stuff like that, my Patreons already saw this, so, you know, they're over there having fun over there. So again, guys, if you want to be part of that, go to my Patreon and become a Patreonic pulse. That's what I call you guys. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, hit that like. And if you're like, hey Vess, I like the way you do it again, stuff like that, look around, see if you like me, and definitely subscribe, become a pulse, become part of the family, because we need family members. Then underneath all that, I do streaming at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every Fridays. So definitely want to see you there. And again, guys, thank you for watching, sharing, telling a friend, and helping a friend. Have an amazing rest of the day. Bye bye.